The one habit that ruined your 2024: delaying studies, doom scrolling, overthinking, the secret habit. You're too ashamed to admit whatever it was. One thing is for sure: you were running away from your fears, the fear of the pain of studying, the fear of facing the truth that you've wasted your time, your energy, maybe even your life. The fear of change. Is it running away from the things that really matter? Exactly what we call procrastination. Why do we procrastinate? Because we're stuck in our heads. You've got so many things to analyze, so many imaginary conversations and scenarios playing out. You think, once I'll figure this out, I will start. But the problem is, while you're overthinking, you've wasted the entire day. Your worst enemy isn't just procrastination, it's Shaytan. Shaytan turns your own mind against you. Think about it. Our mind. This gift that Allah has given us is capable of building skyscrapers, solving complex problems. 7. Making nuclear bombs, but left unchecked. The same mind will seek out problems where none exist. It thrives on overanalyzing, doubting, and delaying. Shaytan uses this against us. He whispers, think about it more. You're not ready, tomorrow is better. He convinces us that avoiding discomfort equals happiness. But the truth that false comfort is an illusion. Just imagine for a moment if you had faced your fears instead of running from them. What would your life look like right now if you had confronted the pain of studying, of discipline, of change, instead of escaping into hours of entertainment and scrolling? How much closer would you be to the life you want? Here's the hard truth: every time you procrastinate, every time you run from what matters, you're reinforcing a cycle that doesn't just waste your time, it wastes your potential. You know, that bitterness you feel, that's your soul crying out because it knows you're meant for more. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been there too. I've wasted days, weeks, even months chasing distractions instead of my purpose. And it's so easy to get stuck. We live in a consumerist world that thrives on keeping you busy with nothing. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs. We hate the pull of content, games, movies. It's powerful. But here's the thing: you can fight back. How? The short answer: pursue pain, not pleasure. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. You've already chased so much pleasure. Hours of scrolling, gaming, binge-watching, and where did it leave you? Exhausted, drained, bitter. The resentment builds, and Shaytan whispers, it's too late for you now, why even try? But that's just another trick. It's never too late. Allah's mercy is infinite, and as long as you're alive, there's time to change. Don't let Shaytan convince you. Otherwise, here's something you need to realize: sometimes life requires us to embrace discomfort. Remember a time when you thought you'd never recover from something, a heartbreak, a failure, the death of a loved one. You still remember it, but that heavy, crushing pain has faded. Why? I don't know why. I don't know, because over time you stopped giving it power. The same applies to your regret. If you keep replaying it in your mind, you'll stay stuck instead. Let go of the past and focus on the present. Stop overthinking. Stop arguing with your thoughts. Think about Jannah. Think about the reward of taking even the smallest step for the sake of Allah. Now that we've tackled regret, let's move on to what you can do to break free from procrastination and finally live up to your potential. In 2025, step 1, stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is like a random guest. It shows up unannounced and leaves whenever it wants. Instead, rely on discipline and intention. Mia, you don't need to feel good to start. You just need to start, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. Start with Bismillah and take that first step. Here's something you need to understand: Shaytan thrives on your hesitation. He whispers, you're not ready yet. Wait until you feel inspired, but by the time you wait, you've already wasted an hour or a whole day. The Prophet Muhammad said, seek refuge in Allah from laziness. Laziness is Shaytan's playground. If you fight that initial urge to delay, you've already defeated him for the day. Step 2, focus on the first 5 minutes. Don't think about finishing the entire project, book, or task. Just tell yourself, let me give 5 minutes to this one. Once you start, you'll find it easier to keep going. Momentum builds like a snowball. Step 3, change your environment. If your desk is cluttered or your phone is within reach, you're inviting distractions. The same mind that overanalyzes is also easily bored. So work in a space that's clean and simple. Turn off notifications, and for the love of Allah, leave your phone in another room. Step 4, use time wisely. Time is an AA trust from Allah. Think of the verse by time. Indeed, mankind is in loss except for those who believe and do righteous deeds. Every second you spend in procrastination is a second you'll never get back. Ask yourself, will I regret this wasted time when I stand before Allah on the day of judgment? Finally, step 5, seek help from Allah. When your mind feels like a battlefield, turn to Allah and dua, say, Ya Allah, make me among the people who are productive and focused. Protect me from the whispers of Shaytan. Prayer itself is one of the best ways to reset your mind and heart. Here's the truth. Procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's a spiritual attack. Shaytan knows that every second you waste is a second you could have spent earning Jannah. So fight back. You're stronger than you think. Allah has already given you the tools. Now it's your turn. Start small. Pick one thing. Read a page of the Quran. Do one task you've been avoiding. Don't overthink it. Just start. And when you finish, thank Allah for giving you the strength to act. Because remember, 2025 is your year, inshallah, but only if you take control of your mind instead of letting it control you. Now, what are you waiting for? Stand up, make woo, and take the first step, right? For joining me on this journey of growth and self-discovery. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay inspired. Share your thoughts or breakthroughs in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Until next time, keep growing, keep striving, and stay unstoppable. See you in the next video.